So, want to run through scheduling. Some of this you've already seen, but I want to get kind of deep dive into a few of the things that you kind of need to know. So, let's first up hit the schedule. Now, Sunday schedule is pretty timed out. We kind of know what's going on at what time. We are meeting at the high school. Not here. We are meeting at the high school between 1 and 1:15 so we can get the bus loaded. We'll load up the bus and we are hopefully departing the high school by 1:30. Now, we are sharing a bus with the high school. The high school at this point has 29 people going. We have 16. However, I do know that there are 2 high schoolers who's going to meet us down there. So that's going to kind of cut down a little bit on the bus. I think Coop said he's going to ride with his mom. Natalie, y'all are riding both with y'all's moms. So that's going to free up some room on the bus. And in the event that we have to ask somebody to carry luggage, we also have the CTE van is going as well that we can load down with luggage. So it will be fine. We will all fit on the bus. We will not be 3 to a seat. It will be okay. So we will head down to Chattanooga. We did get the stay bridge. It is where we stayed last year. These are rooms that are suites, pretty roomy. They're nice. For those parents who are driving, parking is already built into the cost of the rooms. So nobody has to worry about paying for parking at the hotel. You'll just register your vehicle with them so they know who it belongs to. But you don't have to worry about that cost. It is already covered on FBLA's end. So we'll get there. We will check into the hotel. Check-in is going to be a little bit of a process because we are checking in all of our rooms. We are checking in all the high school rooms. And before we send you on your merry way, we want to check to make sure we know where the rooms are. We do not want them to have issued an adjoining room between a girl's room and a boy's room. Can't happen. So before we go giving out room keys, we're going to kind of make sure that we don't have any of those rooming issues before we get going. We might have to do some internal room swaps on our end to make sure that that is okay. Conference registration is going to be from 5 to 7. Coach Hyden and I will go over. We'll go ahead and get ourselves registered. Get all the stuff that we need, name badges, lanyards, our state shirts, bring them back to the hotel, drop them off, and then from there we will go downtown and we will have dinner. Downtown, there are anywhere from 7 to 12 places that we could split off and be able to go eat at. Before we leave, I will talk to the adults. We'll all kind of get a game plan of who is wanting to take a group where. And we'll kind of let you know these are our groups. This is where everybody is going, or this is your options. And then from there, you can kind of figure out who you want to team up with to be able to go and have dinner. Five Guys is usually an option. Chili's is down there. We've tried to do Sticky Fingers, but it's a little rough on getting groups in. But we'll kind of figure out what we got open, and we will split into groups for dinner. After dinner, we'll come back to the hotel. We will get settled in. Those of you with presentation events, we'll probably get you to run through those 1 or 2 times in front of some adults so you can get a little critiquing. And then we will chapter meet, make sure we know what Monday's plan is, and then curfew is at 11 o'clock. Now, everything that you're going to see on this is going to be Chattanooga time. Remember, Chattanooga is an hour ahead of us. So when I say it is 11 p.m. curfew, that is 11 p.m. Chattanooga time, that is 10 o'clock home time. So, it's a nice time to be in your rooms ready to go to bed.
So we gotta be there by 12:15.
No, that's why I put over here.
That's our time.
CST, that's Central Standard Time, that's our time. Those are the only times that are our times on this presentation. Monday is a very busy day.
Ooh.
You do get to sleep in a little bit.
Yeah.
So, big plus, you get to sleep in. I will have an advisors meeting at 10. Georgia, they said that they are doing the parade of chapters again this year. Instead of getting to carry the banner, they're just doing Tennessee state flags. So they'll announce West Middle School. You'll get to walk through. You'll get to wave, but you will be representing us on stage Monday during the opening session. So you've got a practice that you'll have to be at 10:30. I'll probably bring you over when I go to that advisors meeting and just show you where you need to be at. While I'm at the advisors meeting, while Georgia is at the parade of chapters, everybody else, you will be gathering at the area that is designated for you at 11. Now, doors open for opening session at 11:30. Why am I having you gather at 11? Because I don't trust y'all to be on time yet.
What?
Say, if I can start trusting y'all to be on time, we'll schedule things a little closer to when things start. But I would like to have a good seat during opening session. So we're going to say 11 o'clock, we're going to tell you where to be, and that's where we hope that you're at. If you're not, well, then we have to wait on people, and we don't want that. Be on time. Opening session starts at noon. When opening session is over with, I will buy us pizzas. They'll be ready to go for when you come out of opening session, and you'll be able to eat lunch. Again, we're taking care of that one. Events run from 2 to 5. After the events, we'll go out for dinner. Voting delegates. We have Edward Henry, who is rerunning for a state office. Each chapter is permitted 2 voting delegates. Usually I will mark it as our president and our vice president. Now, if either one of you do not want to do this, you can delegate that responsibility to somebody else. But right now, it's your names listed. I'll talk to y'all privately and see what y'all want to do there. The Monday activity night is a silent disco. Again. So it received enough positive feedback last year that they are bringing it back again this year. Yes, sir.
Do we have to wear shoes?
I will get to that. After the silent disco, we'll come back, we'll meet as a chapter, and then bedtime curfew. Tuesday, not as packed. Competitions that morning, Leadership Academy from 8:30 to noon. That would be for anybody who's not doing competitions. We'll go out for lunch. Again, our voting delegates will go into their session. I will take y'all out for lunch separately, so you will get to have lunch. We'll go have lunch, come back. We've got some time that afternoon. It's essentially free time. You'll get to relax. Some of you might want to take a nap. Some of you might want to catch up on work that you're missing. But we'll have some free time that afternoon. They're doing a celebration dinner, kind of like a little banquet style meal for us before the award session. Again, that is provided and paid for. You don't have to worry about that. And then awards start at 7. We will chapter meet after the award session, go over Wednesday, and then we'll head back to the hotel. Y'all will get settled in. You'll start repacking your rooms up, and we'll come around for curfew room checks at 11. We will probably not show up at the celebration dinner when it first starts because you have 1,000 people in line waiting to eat. They don't have enough tables for 1,000 people to sit at, so everybody's waiting in line. We will probably be a little fashionably late for that one, just so that we have places to sit down. There is more than enough food. You don't have to worry about us missing out on any sort of food that evening. It will be there. Wednesday morning, we will come around about 9 a.m. for room checks. At that point in time, we expect your room to be clean, packed up, ready to go. Once we give you the all clear, you are free to just kind of relax until we have to be out of the rooms and the bus gets there. We do have room checks setting an hour early because we know some of you will not have a clean room. And so we will have to get on to you about doing that, and we'll talk a little bit about that a little bit later. After we get on the bus, we will have brunch at Cracker Barrel. They're in Jasper, South Pittsburgh area. We will come on back. We will arrive at the high school around 1 o'clock-ish. If you want to be picked up at the high school, you can be picked up at the high school. If your parents want you to be picked up at West, we will then come to West after we drop off at the high school, and you can be picked up here. You do not have to come back to class that Wednesday. Once we are back, you are done. You are excused for the entire day. Miss Herrera has been on multiples of these trips. She knows what this conference is all about. She knows that y'all are exhausted by the time you get back. She said y'all have worked hard, you've represented the school well, or she hopes you will represent the school well. Go home. Sleep. Everybody is expected to be in this building on that Thursday. You have missed 3 days. You have to be here Thursday. Now, there's a few of you going on math team on Thursday. That's the exception. But you are still involved with a school activity, so you are present for the day.
We're going to be on 4 days that week.
Yeah. Miss Debbie will have my list. If somebody is not here on that Thursday morning when she runs the absentee list, she will call me. She will let me know that you are not here, and then I get to start calling your house or your parents repeatedly until I find out why you are not here. You need to be here unless you're on math team, and then you're technically, again, here.
We're going to be there for 1 day that week.
If you're sick, then everybody else is home listening.
Oh.
Alright. What to wear on every day? Sunday, you'll be wearing your West Middle School chapter t-shirts, along with shorts, khakis, jeans, whatever you're comfortable in wearing. Speaking of the chapter t-shirts, those shirts are ordered. They are costing us $12 and some change to get. As a gift from me to you, I am paying the $7 and some change. I'm asking you to pay $5 for your shirt. So I am personally covering over half of your shirt for you as a, hey, thank you for being FBLA members. So some of you have already given me that $5. Some of you, this is the first you're hearing about it. If you could, try to get that to me before the end of the week. I've got to go pick those up either Thursday afternoon or Friday morning. So, yeah, if you wouldn't mind, please. And then wear those on Sunday for we can take some nice group pictures together. Monday, during the day, is business attire. We've already gone over dress code on that. Guys, shirts, ties. Ties are required. And for my guys in here, I'm going to be honest with you, I cannot tie a tie. So, when I was in Cub Scouts as a kid, the only little merit badge I couldn't earn was knot tying. I am terrible at it. Even to this day, you will see my shoes, either untied or kind of tied off to the side because I am not a great knot tire.
Come on, Mr. Hammond.
So, I can do enough to get me by, but my brain just for some reason cannot function that way. My wife actually pre-ties all my ties for me. All I have to do is slip them on, tighten them up. I'm good to go.
That's what I'm doing.
Please, gentlemen, have arrangements for your ties being tied, or if you know how to tie them.
Nice job.
Good job, exactly. You're better than me at something. So, I'm man enough to admit when I don't know something. All right. So, ladies, there's a lot of different business attire for y'all. If you are still questioning what you have, take a picture of it, email it to me. We can make sure that what you have is acceptable. That night, you'll wear your Tennessee FBLA shirts that we will get when we get there, as well as either a pair of jeans or a pair of khakis. Now, they do not have to be khaki colored like these are, black colored khakis. These are acceptable. They do not want shorts. They do not want leggings. They do not want blue jeans with holes in them. They will turn you away if you have holes in your blue jeans. And so while everybody else is doing the silent disco, you get to kind of sit by yourself in the convention center hall because we're not taking you back to the hotel because that's probably what you wanted anyway. Yes, sir.
Do we have to wear like specific shoes?
Dress shoes for the business attire, yes. For the Monday, for anything that is casual like, no. You can pretty much wear whatever shoes or sandals you
like
want.
these?
Yep, those are fine.
I can wear the state shirt.
Yeah, the state shirt, yes, you can. Yeah, your boots are fine, tennis shoes are fine, the sandals are fine, all that's good. Crocs will be fine too. All right, Tuesday during the day is business attire. When we go out for lunch, if you want to quickly change into something casual for lunch, you can. And then the awards and the celebration dinner that night is business attire. There are a few people who will dress up a little nicer than just standard business attire that night. Had a few girls last year who wore some dresses, nothing overly fancy. We're not talking, like prom dresses or anything like that, but some of them wore some nicer dresses. And so that is acceptable as well. Again, already kind of showing y'all and talked to y'all about that. Wednesday, you're casual. As long as it's school appropriate, it's fine on the bus to come home. Yes.
For like luggage, can we bring like a suitcase or something?
Yeah.
No, I'm expecting you to carry all of it.
Yes. No suitcase.
Dark.
Yeah, Walmart bag.
Walmart.
Wait, can we bring like a little suitcase that we
Alright,
can
so as far as packing goes, suitcase is good. I would recommend a hanging bag or a garment bag, for your suits and stuff instead of folding them up and shoving them in your suitcase. Personally, I will have a suitcase. I will have a garment bag. I will have a backpack filled with stuff. Actually, it's like I pack up my classroom and carry it with me. I will have so much stuff. I will have a rolling cart just for me. But I am also bringing whiteboards, laptops, chargers. I bring an arsenal of things with me. So, yes.
Are you going to bring your WWE belt?
Probably not. WrestleMania is not that weekend, so that only comes out during WrestleMania weekends. All right, money for meals. I've mentioned before what we're looking at there, but kind of just retouching on it. We will go out and eat on that Sunday night. We will go out and eat somewhere that Monday night. You'll go out to eat somewhere for lunch on Tuesday, and then we'll have our Cracker Barrel brunch on Wednesday. The chapter is buying lunch for you on that Monday, and the hotel has free continental breakfast. So as long as you get up and go down and eat breakfast, breakfast is provided for you. We might go and have some Ben & Jerry's ice cream while we're there. There's also a Cold Stone Creamery kind of nearby. So depending upon crowds, we'll go. We'll snack and we'll get some things like that. You always have the ability to Grubhub something or Uber Eats something to the hotel. If you do, you are responsible for that. And it cannot be delivered after curfew. Yes.
How expensive are the meals on average there?
We're eating in downtown Chattanooga. Five Guys last year for a cheeseburger, fries, and a drink was like $18.
I brought like I brought like $100 and then I'll have a water and it for the whole
Yeah.
time.
4 meals, I say $100. You're gonna be fine. If you eat a lot, maybe $120. But there's no reason to bring $200 with you. That is way overkill. I think that's on the later slide. Cell phones. This is a school trip. However, we are not applying school rules when it comes to cell phones. If you have one, you should bring it with you. If you don't have one, casually let me know at some point just so I know that you don't have one. Now, I do all of my communication through an app called GroupMe.
Yeah,
I am a big fan of GroupMe. This allows me to be able to send out a message, everybody gets it, and everybody kind of has an idea where everybody is at.
What, do our parents already have this?
No, I'm handing this to you right now.
No pictures. After school.
No pictures, no
Alright, what is being handed out to you right now is a QR code to be able to get into this year's GroupMe chat. If you have GroupMe, you can scan it and get right on into it. If you do not have GroupMe, make sure it is okay with your parents to download it. And, from there, go in, download, get into the GroupMe app. We are not using GroupMe just to, scream, hello, how are you, hey, this is general questions and FBLA related items. We do not want to just spam chat the GroupMe. So please don't do that. Now, do what?
I don't know if I joined it.
It says pending.
Yeah, it's
Hey,
accept
our
our
request.
request.
You have to accept our request.
Is that what dinged on your phone?
Possibly.
Oh.
Pending requests. Yep, I've got a bunch of requests. I will go through and I will deal with this after our meeting because I said we're going to be done before. All right. Now, folks, we are staying in hotel rooms and you are staying with other members here in this room. I want to make sure that y'all understand this when I say this. Trips like this does not typically happen for middle school students. In fact, there are several other middle school groups within Tullahoma that have been trying to get overnight trips scheduled and they keep being denied. We are one of the few middle school things that they are letting do overnight trips on. We have a long-standing reputation of not having any issues on these trips. You are staying with other people in these rooms. Some of them you know fairly well. Some of you've just gotten to get to know a little bit over the course of this school year. Please do not do anything in these rooms that's going to make anybody feel uncomfortable. Please do not do something that, would kind of be considered harassment or anything on those lines. You all have cell phones. I'm telling you, bring your cell phones. Do not take pictures of people in compromising positions in the hotel rooms. Do not record a video of somebody asleep because they snore. Say, we are not, stuff like that will get this to end immediately. And that will be it. No more me getting to take anybody on FBLA trips. Because y'all aren't mature enough to handle it. I like proving to the administration and people above us that I have some of the best kids in the building. And that I'm taking some of the most mature middle schoolers that we have. Please. Do not do something that ends this for me. If you have an issue with somebody in your room, or if something goes on that you are not comfortable with, please come talk to me, talk to any of our adult chaperones. That's the reason why we're there, is to make sure that you are having a good time, you are having a safe time, and you are comfortable with everything that is going on. Ask me okay, I thought you asked me something. Gotcha. Alright. And so we've already talked about the GroupMe. So are we on the same page about our cell phones in the hotel rooms? Yep. Alright. Talk about packing. These are not required items, but hey, these are things that people sometimes forget. And as I'm coming around doing room checks on that Sunday night, I have somebody looks at me and goes, Mr. Kimack, I didn't bring a toothbrush.
Deodorant's not necessary.
Deodorant is highly necessary. So,
I'm just kidding.
you know, if it's on this list, it's because somebody has forgotten it at some point. So remember to bring something to sleep in.
Belt?
Wait, they didn't freaking.
How do you forget? Doesn't the hotel offer like soap and stuff?
So,
How do you forget that?
What's medicine?
well, I'm gonna get that. Alright, so the question was just, wait, shampoo, soap, don't the hotel have that? Yes. They typically have one little bar of soap and one little mini shampoo in the shower. Say,
Share the bar of soap.
I was about to say, I don't know about you, but I don't really want to share the bar of soap. And, you know, some of you girls with your long hair, that one little bottle of shampoo ain't going to cut it for 4 of you. So, alright, guys, stay with me. So, just a heads up on a few of those little things, you know, making sure you bring stuff like that. I do have a spot down here about snacks and drinks. Our hotels are extended stay hotels, meaning they have a full-on refrigerator and a stove and cooking equipment and microwaves in the room. You are encouraged to bring snacks and drinks to put into your refrigerator. Now, yes.
Are you talking about like an actual refrigerator or like one of those
Yes,
little,
like it's
one of
a
those
full
little
size.
ones that have
It
like
is a
ready
full-size refrigerator.
Oh,
It is not a mini fridge.
So it's kind of like a condo, like at the beach.
Yes.
Okay.
It does have a stove in it. Folks, if you don't know how to cook, this trip is not the time to learn. Yes.
Why are you listening to me? I
So,
actually know how to cook, so.
y'all, stay with me. So, that is not a joke. We have had some close calls with somebody, you know, setting some ramen on fire by trying to attempt ramen for the very first time on a stove in the hotel room. So, in addition, if you, y'all,
listen. You're welcome.
if you dirty something up in the kitchen area, you need to do the dishes and clean them. You cannot leave a stack of dirty frying pans and plates and cups in the sink and hope housekeeping will come by and do it for you. You're right, they will, but they're going to charge me for doing it for you. So the best policy is don't use them unless you know you're going to clean them. And if you need help learning how to load a dishwasher, you know, we can show you how to do that. But don't just dirty up one cup and be like, okay, time to run the dishwasher. I want to see how it works. Don't do that, please.
I recommend bringing a pen or Sharpie, because if you have leftovers from the restaurant, make sure no one steals your leftovers.
Alright.
You took my food.
Okay, stop. I do have a spot on here for the hotel store. The hotel does have a little shop in it that has drinks, that has snacks and stuff, but they're going to charge you like $4 for a 20-ounce bottle of Coke. You can get a case of drinks for, you know, 5 or 6. They're going to charge you that much for one. So I've seen people go through a lot of money at the hotel store just like that. You know, pack you a few things to have with you for snacks and drinks and whatnot. Medication. Hey, Berdorf, can you pause that for a second?